and I did dropped my notebook. So here we are again talking about life. No, just kidding. Okay, I'm just gonna get go because I don't know how to start, and when you don't know how to start, you just don't know how to start. This video is all about the things I have learned in 2022. Like, I didn't wanna make a video about my 2023 goals and New Year's resolutions. Yeah, new goals. I do want to reflect the things I have learned uh, in 2022. Then I can move so that I can move on 2023, and yeah, that's just it. And I just write down all the things I have learned. Like, there have 22 of them because it's 2022 and I have learned. I just narrowed down the things I have learned. That's it, because it was it was a year when I felt like amazing, also miserable. It was a moving year for me, and also most importantly, it was the year that I become more self-aware, like in everything I'm doing. So that was in a year. Uh, yeah, let's just start with number one. Is I'm the only responsible one of my life, decisions and choice. Who I am today is based on the choice I made, based on the decision I made previous years back then. So I do take this into consideration that in order to build the dream me, I have to be taking more conscious decisions, and I do not believe no one. Also, I do not believe myself too, because I didn't know any better at that time. So but now I have my responsibility. Like, it's all in my hands. I can do whatever I want to do with that. So moving on, the next lesson I have learned is no one's love enough for me if I don't love myself enough. I uh, I do want to clarify this. I never ever heard of the self-love thing since 2 years now, 2 or 3 years now, 2 or 3 years now, because I grew up in a very small town, not town, village of Dashos in Turkmenistan. So uh, our native language was just Turkmen language, and it's just not a thing. Like, I am trying to find, uh, not trying to find, I guess I kind of found it, or I'm creating a new version of me, a new me. I don't know, but like, I started, I feel like I am just starting to live, or figuring out the way how to live the way I wanna live. I don't know. I don't know. We don't know. But this is how I feel, and uh, no one's love is enough. Like, there was sometimes I I have times where people in my life are loving me, giving the most they can, but I just don't feel like, or maybe I just don't feel I'm deserving it or worthing it. But there have some times where just people say I hate you or I don't love you. I'm like, girl, I love you. You are doing good. Like, you're keeping up. So my love is everything to me. Like, I'm getting just how can I express this? Anyway, moving on, the third one is some people just don't deserve me, and sadly, so do I. Because I'm sure of I'm not alone in this, because we all want someone in our life, and that someone wants the other one who doesn't want him or her or they. I don't know, but that people, I guess I'm thinking of, they don't deserve any second of us. Like, no, they don't deserve our time, our energy. And if you have, like me, some people loving you and you just can't stand them, or you just can't love the way they love you, or like the way they like you, or you just can't like them the way they like you also don't deserve them. Uh, yeah, the first lesson I have learned this year was things just change, and that's how it is. I read a quote a while ago which goes like you just can't find the same person even in the same person. We just as a people we just get involved, or we just change. Uh, Maybe it's a situation, or maybe it's some other things, but things just change. We just never be the same. Can't be the same all the time. Like, also the another thing I didn't add it, but which just come to my mind is you just can't unlearn the things you have learned. I wish, also I'm happy about I learned, but I wish I just erase some things I learned, like just click that unlearn button, but there is no such thing. The fifth one is nobody is caring, loving, hating, respecting, disrespecting you except you and your circle. Uh, this is huge. This is huge because I use it to think, oh, everybody's looking at me, or everybody will say it is insane, or make fun of me. I was in that mentality somehow, and I just shock myself why you even think of others will what will think about you. It's just insane. Nobody, like, everybody's just minding their own business, like just you do. So I'm sharing this, by the way. I didn't say why I'm sharing this all. uh, I did learn this in 2022, and there may be some people who are just learning these things. It will be helpful for them, like to get ahead of life. Like, of course, we all are sharing different lives, different situations. We all come from different backgrounds, but it may be applicable, I guess, for the situations, if the situations are similar, or the things you are experiencing are similar. You can also, you may listen it, learn it, or you just don't, you may just don't care about it. But I just wanted to share it to those who are maybe younger or older than me. It may be more helpful the younger ones, because they're just getting to know themselves, and we all learn from each other. So I want to be help in here, like just by sharing them, and everyone like I said, just minding their own business. And the sixth one is you don't have to be working, like, I don't have to be working my ass off all the time just the sake of making money and being rich. And I have been learning and discovering a lot about this money. And okay, I accept that making money is fun, but you just can't be rich by just working in a job. Or I just come to an awareness of that money is everything, but at the time it's not everything. So that's it. The seventh one is books are more interesting than people. It truly is. Like, I use it to gossip a lot. Like, I use it to hang out with my friends just the sake of gossiping, or just to not bully or mock, but just talking about people. I used to do that, but now I just like, what? Like, I just now just can't get the people who are talking about other people's shit while they are not doing anything about for themselves. In a 1 year, you can change a lot, but it's just like insane. And also, it truly is. Books are more interesting than people. It teaches you a lot. It trains your brain. It also educates you. Like, I should say, give it a try. Uh, I guess I did said this one of my videos, but I don't know in which one. But the first book I have ever finished was after I graduated from school. 18 years, I never ever finished a book, like one book. But now this year, it's not a lot. It's like not even average. I just in 2022 I finished around 52 or 53, but I do want to do more this year because they're just a good friend of mine. Like, I just love them. In which one? In 8. I'm original and unique when I just be me, and I found this shit interesting and attractive. I truly am, because there have people I follow on social media and I just admire them, respect their work, and one of them is Emma Chamberlain. I do not think there is maybe a few people who don't know who she is, but she's so authentic. She's just herself and shares everything. Like, she's so transparent and she's so honest with herself, and she just don't feel like masking it or faking it. I use it to do this faking thing or copying thing a lot. I'm not gonna refuse, or I'm gonna just admit, or I have to make a confession. I guess that's a true phrase in here. um, uh, you are unique, your own kind. Like, we all created and designed differently, and that is what makes us interesting, beautiful, unique. So I'm just getting to know me and just falling in love in every piece of me, because we all share, how can I say, even the people who are like-minded. I'm gonna go with this example. They are thinking different. Their perspective are different, and what make them beautiful and unique, which I wanna be. Like, if I wanna be, or if you wanna be unique, different, have her or his own style. You have to be first starts, I guess, embracing and fall in love with yourself and just being yourself. And another quote I read uh, a little while ago was this. I don't know who said this, but it just stuck with me. Like, you don't hate yourself, you just hate not being yourself. At the times when you can't go any further, you just blame other people who you are coping, who you are faking. Like, how then? Now I can't do this. Now I can't move any further. But she did. How she did? You first blame yourself. I would say not blame, just try to be like fully pure self. So attractive and interesting. And the ninth one is but stomach pain. Why? Don't know. Sometimes you need to take action to see motivation. This is one example. This could be the one example is I do wanna take this YouTube series and I cannot see any result if I cannot take any action. So in order to see the result, I first have to take action. Mm, it is like when when you don't feel like going out or just staying in bed, like just doing nothing. And I just, on those days, if I get enough rested, like I just do the work, go out and walk, and I just be get myself like, in order to the result you have to first take the action. It's my motivation. Like, this is how I get motivated, I would say. um, the 10th thing 10th lesson I learned is learning self-love was the very best thing I have ever done to myself. I did mention this in two, so yeah, I'm not gonna go deep dive into this. Moving on, the 11th one is having no money, freedom, and passion is the worst of all situations. I've been in all three, so I've experienced it in one hand, so I can say this like mm, with confidence. I would say it's this also these three situations are the worst of all. Moving on, the 12th lesson is I always have choice, time, and it is up to me what to do with it. I did mention the choice thing, and I do wanna make another whole video about the choices we have made, because I've been reading a lot about it, and it's how changes our life. So you also have a choice and time, and what to do with that choice and time, with that time and with that choice. So be, I would say, be considerate. That's a word for that, with your time and choices. Moving on, 13th lesson, you speak and act more differently when you know who you really are. Uh, just think of me. You just can't think of me because you don't know me, but I just think of me, the version who are just trying to be a YouTuber. And she is moving on topic to topic for one, and then just faking and or trying to be the actual version of someone, and it is not like she just chases other after people to people, like just to get herself at some point, but in her, how could I say, in her inner voice, she don't know anything about her, what is her desires or what is her wants. It, I I can say this because I used it to do last year 21 lessons I have learned at the age 21, and for this video I do know, like I do remember it like it's yesterday. I have watched maybe tens or thousands of videos, people who are uh, made a video about this, like blah blah lessons I have learned at the age blah blah, and just picking up the ones who are interests me, who comes to appealing to me, and just trying, just faking it as if I have learned them, which in actuality I never ever experienced or heard of anything like that. So I guess you get what I meant. So, moving on, the 14th lesson I have learned is there is no rush. What meant to be me will always find a way to find me. Mm, of course, I use it to. I did say this too. And with the people who are making a video, just making money, just making a video, or sharing their life, sharing their experience, or just working at home. And I was at that times also till to this day I work hard, like maybe 12 or 13 hours a day some days, because I am a full-time student, and I just work for 10 to 15 bucks a day. So it is, I felt like it is not unfair. Like while I'm just working this 10 to 15 bucks a day, there are people who have been making 10 times better than me. Why I'm not one of them? It was like that, and I was like in a mindset that I should be have this amount of money or this amount of wealth at the age of this, but now I'm just enjoying the process, because I know in myself I'm doing the best in every situation until I know any better. So I'm not being hard on myself or blame myself. Also, others, they are also experiencing and sharing their wisdom. So, with this little channel, I'm doing my best to be a good impact on a world. So there is no rush. What I meant to be me will always find to me. So do you. Uh, I hope this will be a good reminder for you. Like I do remind myself at some quiet time, at quite some time. And 15th lesson I have learned is when you be and do your best at your worst time situation, you win. I did mention this. Like even in the days you are in your worst day and you are doing your best, you are making your bed, or you are brushing your teeth, and you are taking a little walk or doing your daily habits, you win. Like you are your winning attitude. You just, I don't know how to be moving always, because there was a book titled, I'll put the picture in here. Uh, it's just the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember the name of it. So moving on, the 16th. I seldom worry about everything. I truly am, because I have failed 17 lessons at college, and my family know nothing about it. And if you fail one of your class, you have to be paying again to take that class, and it will my college year will get long. The next and then I have to be graduating. So uh, even though I have failed at 17 exams, and it's not because I'm not reading or anything. I just didn't want to go to that exams, so I didn't, and I was not thinking of or worrying about exams, and so do not like, I don't just give a shit, give a fuck about it. Simple, but you shouldn't be doing it. It's just a simple example, because worrying is like paying a debt you don't like loan or owe. There is no good in worrying. Like you just kill the present time which you can enjoy. 17th lesson is, I only compete with myself. I cannot say I can't get the people who are competing with their ideal self, or the version who are already, I would say, their role model, who have been competing. Like, you can't compete your role model. If you are competing your role model, it shouldn't. In this world, everyone, from what I see, like from my point of view, everyone is trying to be their best, do their best, and get the highest result they can get. So it is not reasonable to be competing with the versions who are all who are already, like, how could I say, it's not reasonable to competing the people who are my English is here. Anyhow, the 18th lesson I have learned is some things, I guess, just take some time, like love. I have so much to say about this one, but I'm not gonna say a word, because everything has its own timing. So I believe in God, I believe in universe. Everything I want will find a way, I guess, so I can get them. 19th lesson is, self-satisfaction comes from keeping your promises. My self-satisfaction comes from this one. I don't know what's yours comes from, because I did myself a promise that I would make a 2022 revision recap video, and I'm doing it, and good or bad, uh, I did it. I am almost complete. uh, I'm I'm almost finishing it, so I am satisfied with myself. Like, I did keep my promise to make myself, so it just boosts my confidence a little bit in every promise I made myself. and to keep and when I keep it. And twenties lesson I learned is I do my best until I know any better. Yes, in every situation, I do my very best till now. Maybe there have some things I have been making wrong or doing wrong. Instead of being hard on myself and blaming myself, I know I did my best. But then after I know any better, I do I start doing it in that way. I just improve. Like I just improve and I just update myself to a better version. Yeah. And 21 is I did normalize saying no. I was always this person who are the yes men, who are always people pleasing, and afterwards I feel shit about myself. Like, okay, you did sacrifice, you did your sacrifices, you like you said yes to this person, and what you get, like when I say yes, I use it to I I said no to the things I do really want to myself. It's like just a one time win situation, and you just can't give all the time. You get what I meant? So, the last but not least, 22, 22nd, 22, learned, feel the pain, and enjoy the process. There is have a statement, I would say, a toxic positivity. You have to be in a positive mindset. You always have to try your best to be in a positive, in a good mood. But sometimes you're just people are doing overdo, and sometimes people are just overdo it, and it is the toxic positivity. So sometimes we feel sad, grief, or mm, I don't know, pain, injury. I just learned to embrace them. There was a podcast I learned, now I listened, and you just can't heal from what you hurt. Like you have to embrace, accept it. I just now enjoy the feeling of pain, or even now, because I don't know, after 2, 3, or 5 years now, if I will be doing this as a job or as just because I enjoy, I would say, okay, this girl should be enjoying the uncomfortableness of not able to be expressing herself. Because now I am content, I am happy because I'm doing finally I want to be doing, and also enjoying the process of not being too able to comfortable in front of camera, also not being able to express myself to the fullest. If you know what I want, like uh, just that's it, I guess. I should be posting my 2023 resolution and goals vlog video. If not tomorrow, if not today before 12 a.m., I will be publishing it tomorrow. But stay tuned. Love you all. Bye bye. And Happy New Year.